That's it. That was the drum roll effect.
Thank you.
There is another scam clip. Okay, so why am I nervous? Hi everyone, it's me, Patricia, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. The title is to be discussed. Anyways, today I have yet another person on this podcast who is willing to share their experience on ESC volunteering, and they will introduce themselves now.
Thank you for all of these people who are clapping for me.
Yes, the live audience is very happy
Yay,
for you to be here.
So my name is Şebnem.
Mm-hmm.
Probably no one will remember this name, but
it took me only 5 meetings. What is your name again?
My name is Şebnem.
Okay.
And I'm from Turkey.
Right, all right. And how was your day so far?
It was a little bit tiring, but it was okay.
Okay, you had a busy day at work.
Yep, definitely. With children, every day is busy.
Yeah, you don't have enough time to rest, and then people call you, hey, do you want to film a podcast episode?
Yeah, without even knowing my name.
So here is Sharon.
Sharon.
We have a Sharon on the podcast.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, and did you say where you're from?
No.
Okay, well, thank you for this little chit chat. If you don't mind, I will start questioning you now, really deeply.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is the drill everyone goes through. So I prepared 5 to 6 questions about your ESC project, and I want to know everything about it. So if you're ready to spill the tea, let's go.
Okay.
That worked. Okay, that was almost a fail. So, my first question for you is, when and how did you hear about ESC or Erasmus Solidarity Corps? And is there a specific person who made you join a project that you ended up joining with?
So I think my story is a little bit different from the other people because it was 2022 and I began to be a volunteer in my city's municipality. And we had this WhatsApp group about being a volunteer and events in municipality. And then it was they sent this project to us and said that, okay, apply for it quickly. And I didn't even know what is going on, but it was saying Macedonia, which was abroad for me.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I would like to go to Macedonia. Why not? Let's apply for it and try. And actually, while applying for this project, I said something stupid like, oh, my grandma is from Macedonia.
What?
I had no idea. Yes.
Okay.
But I had no idea about what am I applying for. It was just saying I am going abroad for a month. And then I was like, oh, sure, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's see my grandma.
But no, actually, she lives in Turkey, though, but whatever.
Oh, okay. She was born there or
Actually, her mom was born there. Yeah,
okay.
In Skopje.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
And the project was in Skopje?
No, it was in Bitola, but I went to also Skopje as well.
Okay, just to visit.
Yeah.
And what were the impressions?
It was nice, actually. It was quite nice, and I have seen a lot of Turkish people.
Okay. Is that common?
Really common. And then they called me and they were like, oh, but can you send us your CV but in Europass format?
Okay.
And can you also write a motivation letter properly? And I was like,
what do you mean properly?
Okay. Because, girl, I sent 3 sentences and it was I would like to see my grandma's
No, you didn't.
birthplace or something.
Okay,
I
see.
haven't heard about ESC before.
Before that point of applying?
No, I didn't know while applying, and okay, I'm coming to that point.
Okay.
So basically they called me and they were like, oh, can we see you? Can you come and we can talk more? And I was like, sure, why not? And then I went there and I was we were talking and this woman was like, okay, so probably you are going, but we need to send send your CVs and everything to hosting organization.
All right.
And I was like, sure, okay. I didn't even believe that I'm going there, and it was saying that we are gonna stay here, there, food, or like
Everything's covered.
yeah. And I was like, okay. And then it became real, and I went to Macedonia.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I still didn't know what am I doing there. With which project I'm going, like what ESC, I didn't even hear about it at that time.
Oh, you were really in it for your grandma. Like,
it was like, okay, I am going because it's abroad, it's fun, and they are paying for me. Yes.
but you weren't feeling skeptical, because for me, for example, when I hear like, oh, it's free, like free food, free accommodation, you volunteer, I was skeptical, because for us it's like there is no way that this is for real. There must be some sort of scheme, and I'm not applying for that, and yet I'm here.
That's true. A lot of Turkish people think like it, but at the same time, it was municipality who is doing it. Yes.
Okay, so someone
it's like
trustworthy.
governmental place actually.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, so yeah, it must be real and it must be like safe place because this
Like
is
a legit-
municipality. Yeah, it was not like I went there with a non-governmental organization.
Yeah, well, Macedonia is a real place.
Mm-hmm.
You still don't believe it, even if you
like
went
Finland.
there. Okay, well, that's a good start to this interview. You've teased us a lot with your, I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing, but was there anything that you could potentially look for in a project, like language barrier, or the fact that everything is covered, or if it's close, or if it's abroad? Like that can also be part of the reason or motivation what made you go in the first place.
No, with my first project, actually, it was the first ever project that I applied for.
Okay.
Because it was like municipality just sent us this project to this volunteering groups because they were looking for someone who knows English.
Okay.
And I knew English, so I was like, okay, let's do it, you know? Like, I just applied for it. I didn't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't know what is ESC.
Yeah.
And actually, I learned what ESC and what am I doing there. Like, they had, this NGO had another youth exchange there. That's how I knew what I was doing there after I went there.
So they explained it to you once you got there?
Not to me, but, you know, to this youth exchange. They were doing this youth exchange, so I also participated in that.
Okay. But I think it can be concluded that what motivated you most was the fact that, like, you spoke the language and you were, like, feeling confident enough to be like, yeah, okay, I have this and I'm gonna move abroad for a month. And
yes, that was the thing that motivated me. I was going abroad and they told us that we can be like working in kindergarten, we can be working in a museum and everything. So I was like, okay, I can do that. I like this stuff, yeah.
Okay, and by we you mean municipality?
No, like volunteers.
Oh, volunteers who were
because
also
they were
there.
supposed to send like 2 volunteers and 2 weeks later another 2 volunteers and like it goes like this.
Okay,
every 2 weeks I think there were 2 other volunteers coming.
Okay, but
for a month.
But all of you would stay for that 1 month.
Yes, but not at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
And actually, fun fact, the girl that I was going with cancelled literally the last minute, so I had to go there alone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Did you also want to drop out, or you were like, no, I'm still going?
No, I didn't want to drop out. I was like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So adventurous. Well, I think we teased it enough about, what is your motivation? Where did you go? So and so. So, how long was your project? What was it about? What did you do in Macedonia? What was that about? Oh, you see? Yeah.
So, what's going on and on and on.
Yeah.
Okay. I was there for a month, actually.
Okay.
Only a month, because it was like a short-term ESC project.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But I really loved the experience so much that I began to be more and more active about volunteering. And I began to apply for other projects. So
after that one, it motivated you to do more.
But I was actually more like professional. I began to really write this cover letter and everything.
Okay,
after that project, and also I began to be like in the team of organizational part.
Organizational team?
Yeah. In an NGO, a different NGO.
Once you got back home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it became like passion for me, and I even began to write youth exchange projects. Yeah.
Is there any project that has been sent to NA for
No,
approval?
because I was doing it with my NGO, which was in Turkey.
Okay.
But currently I'm in Poland. That's why I was kind of looking for an NGO.
Okay, here.
Yep.
To help you out with that.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
And the project itself, you said, was 1 month, and you had how many people?
It was only me for the first 2 weeks, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the only one, yeah.
Okay, and what were you doing that week then?
So basically, at first, they had this youth exchange project, and I was there for 9 days.
All right.
Yeah, I was participating in this project, and it was like this. But the funny part is they didn't have anyone from Turkey. The Turkey was not one of the participants in this project.
So you were representing someone else?
Macedonia.
Okay. All right.
It's interesting, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Did you learn about Macedonian culture?
Yeah, of course. We were also taking this language courses from the volunteers of this hosting NGO.
Okay.
And I really made amazing friends.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we still talk.
They're in Macedonia, I suppose?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Have you visited ever since?
No, but I really would like to.
Definitely. I mean, you have people now there, so
yes.
I'm sure they'll be happy to welcome you and host you. All right. So after the youth exchange, what was your next task? What were you doing for the rest of the month?
Oh, okay. So basically, I was helping to write projects. Like they were writing a project, and I was helping to answer some of the questions. And it was really, really hard for me to do it at that time because I didn't know what am I writing. Yes.
Oh, okay. It seems like a common theme actually for you.
Yes, it was like, okay, but what should I write? And while I was answering this question, it was like I wrote 4 or 5 sentences, and I was like, yep, it's ready.
This is good.
Yeah, it is fine.
Yeah, but you had no prior experience to...
No, I didn't have
so
any.
it makes sense. Like,
yes, so then they were like, no, you need to write like 2,000 characters, at least 2,500. And I was like, okay, but what am I gonna do? What am I gonna write? And they were like, you have to repeat yourself just to do it. And I was like, just do it, okay.
Just do it. And you did it.
I did it with the help of another volunteer though.
All right.
From hosting NGO, yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
And we were like, again, doing some events. We were joining events. It was like mostly like you are a volunteer in this hosting NGO. It was something like this.
All right. And was it this during summer or a winter period?
Yes, during summer. It was from 9th of July till 8th of August, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so just the right time of summer.
Yes, definitely. But it was so hot.
It was so hot.
It was because sometimes they were telling us not to go to the office because the government told them not to go out.
Oh, okay. So it would be that bad.
Yeah. But for me, it's not, I'm from Antalya, but...
Okay, so you're used to it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, like, how did you protect yourself then?
I didn't have to.
I didn't have to. I'm just like, I'm built differently.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
I'm used to it. Okay, but what would people do in general?
They were not going out.
They were really following what the government said. Okay, yes. That's nice. All right. Any like final, how would I say, impressions of the project overall? Is there any particular thing that you would like to share, or in a way that you would encourage someone who is maybe hesitant to join a project, to tell them like, hey, this is what I've done. If you are hesitant, you should not be, or you should be. Take care of these things. Like, what is an advice you would give to someone who would like to join a project?
So for me, it would be like, don't be afraid. Don't be so shy. Just step up, just...
Step out of the comfort zone?
Yes, just go for it. because for me it was one of the best time of my life.
Okay.
Let's say that, look, even my birthday is on 11th of July. So I needed to go to the project on the 9th of July.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I really don't want to be in this project on 11th of July because it's like my birthday. Why would I be on this project?
Exactly. You want to be your family, have the
Yes.
traditions.
Yes. And then they were like, no, you cannot. You already bought the tickets. You have to go, etc. And then I was like, okay. Then this guy who is the like founder of the NGO, he was like, oh, so we will celebrate your birthday in here. And I thought, like, how are you going to celebrate my birthday? We don't even know each other. And when I came there, it will be like 2 days knowing each other. And they did amazing surprise. They took me in one of the volunteers' apartments, and then a lot of people, even though I didn't know them, there were a lot of people, and they brought this cake and everything. It was like amazing celebration.
That is so sweet.
These people were really, really sweet in this
really
NGO.
knew how to throw a birthday party.
Yes, also that. Yeah.
All right.
They were hosting really great. And
Very good
they were helping with everything. Even like first night, I kind of afraid to stay alone because this dormitory that I was staying was really huge. It was so big that you could even get lost.
Oh, okay. So
yes. And then they told me that I was alone in this dormitory. And yes. And then I was like, oh, okay, amazing. And they told me that even security is not here because it's summer. And I was like, oh, thank you for this information.
yeah, that makes sense. In
Yes.
summer, crime doesn't happen.
Oh my goodness. And then I was lying down and I heard this door opening and closing. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, okay, you told me that the security is not here, but who opened the door? And they were like, oh, if you don't feel like staying alone, we can even like find a solution for that. And they really, at 10 p.m., they sent me one of the volunteers, and she stayed with me in this dormitory.
That is so sweet.
I know. She like, we still talk with her.
Okay.
Yeah, she was really nice person, and still she's a volunteer in there, actually.
Okay. That's very nice.
So also I can say that if you have any kind of problems or something with this project, you can always tell the hosting NGO and they will figure it out.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah, just ask if you have any problems. Ask. And
Yeah,
they'll
definitely.
be answered.
Apparently, even if you're scared to stay alone, they will help somehow.
They will have someone. They will have someone, no matter the time of the day.
Yes,
night.
even at 10 p.m.
Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, because a lot of people are hesitant to ask because they're like, oh, I should figure it out on my own. But like, no. There are people here for a reason, and they want you to ask things. So I think
definitely they're like eager to help, you know.
Exactly.
So it's good. It was good.
All right. Well, we are coming to an end of this podcast. We answered all of the questions. And now I will propose to you an ASMR session if you'd like to close it like this. Or you don't want to do it like this.
I cannot hear, but you will hear probably. So, see you guys on the next episode of X's and O's, apparently. Because Patricia couldn't find better name.
No, I really like this name, so I'm sticking with it. Who is...
And also I went to some different projects after. But it's fun.
This is a teaser for the next episode. Okay. Let's cut it.